Yes. Yes, you throw that stuff, stinky, rotten vegetables at those Kryptonians. Looks like there's a Garthimi in there, a human, another human that looks really, really messed up. Madison the Sixth, you look horrible. You know what? I'm gonna relieve you of your pain and send you to hell early. Just for being born looking like that. She or he, Madison, is one of the ugliest looking humanoids I've ever seen. They got the anime hair and everything. God dang. Good thing us bugs don't have to worry about that. Look at the carapace on these guys, man. Those thick, hunky carapaces. Beautiful, beautiful. As it should be. Welcome back. Welcome back. My mic is probably not facing the right way. Let me turn it like that. You can see how loud I can get. I can get very loud. Very loud indeed. Why did a tilapia get allowed into my civilization? Excuse me. I'm going to click that like a dozen times and hope that they prosecute him quickly, or her. Welcome back, though. It's been a day. I kind of uploaded an Exanima video in between here and there. I couldn't do the sorting yesterday, and I'm struggling to want to do it today. I'm at that point now where I'm thinking about making a new series, and Jake finally has released V65 to public, so it's no longer beta build that I'm on right now. This is the full version of the game. You, me, everyone else can play it. Oh my god, look at all that meat. Look at all that meat from all these dead people, man. They're giving me so much meat. 272, 600 in here. God damn, so it's 900 total. Holy crap. So we've got some problems, and to deal with those problems is quite simple. You see this restaurant here? If I was to go to my services right here, you can see that the restaurant's at 100% permission. I'm going to drop that down to 70%, leaving the rest at food stalls. This will allow people to get their restaurant access up, and meanwhile they'll go to the food stall if they can't find what they're looking for. So what we have right here is good, but what we're going to need to do is actually put a hauler or 3 haulers. I think that this should be a good size for some meat. This size for that, and this one for coal. So fish, meat, coal. So all gonna go right here. Then what we are also going to do is put a distribution center food stall right outside the front of this building, so that they have access to a food stall if there's no room inside this restaurant to get food. That should, theoretically, from what I've seen and what I've asked in the Discord, solve our problem and get people to eat their proper amounts of food that has been allocated to them. There we go. I was going to say, why is that? There we go. So something like that. There's only 34 slots there, but I can get away with putting another one over here. And I think I'll do that now so that it's done and I don't have to do it later. And this is kind of how I'm going to spend this episode, is making food stalls very close to restaurants, kind of hoping that this will help our food ration situation go up. We can get our Argonosh in here and then dominate the world. The only hinders on the Argonosh, although they aren't necessary, I probably could do it without them. I really, really want them, and they're so cool. They've got those unique looking bodies and faces, and everything about them is so awesome. And it sounds really weird when you talk about them like that. They are freaking awesome. Let's go see if I can't find one. Nope, there's none right there. They're usually sitting inside the prisons. Look at all the blood inside the temple here. Here's one. Tudo. There's another one in there too. He's covered by a Garthimi there. Sylvac. There's one in each one of these little areas here. Look how big they are. They're really big. I like that about them. And that's kind of why I want them, because I'd like to have like 40 or 50 of them just walking around in the city, making me feel like I actually am a bug empire. with the Argonosh nobility. They're going to be Argonosh nobility for sure. Oh, look at all that dead body. So what will hopefully happen is these guys are going to drag all this meat from here into here. I'll put a couple warehouses throughout here so that these guys have somewhere to put their spare meat. And hopefully we can just deal with that problem today. Everything else here is just going to have to wait. I want to clear it out, and I am working on it. I'm going as fast as I possibly can, but it's really, really hard. And if I go into here and I go to my factions, let's say Paradis might like, how much for 1 grain? 2, 3, 1. So we're going to go to these guys, and we're just going to sell them all of our grain. I'm trying to sell every amount of grain that I have, and we'll even give them a nice deal. Oh. What? Are you serious? Fine. You get 4 value. So we sell all that, and then hopefully they'll start dragging it over again. You can see they're just a constant stream of guys bringing it. Look at that. The antness right there. I love that. I love that so much. And our other goal is to kind of get our technology up there, because there is some research that I have to get done. I have to get some of this maintenance done. I have to get some of this spoilage done, and I'd also like to get logistics. Although the Garthimi have a natural boost to logistic capabilities, it would be nice to give them an even better boost, and also try to put roads everywhere, because there are a lot of places where I don't have roads. So I'm going to be spending the next couple hours, hopefully getting much further, although there is no challenge at this point. The only challenge for me is to get the Argonosh. Everything else is trivial. Our neighbors, Elias, cannot ever do anything to us, and if they tried, I would destroy them. Paradis has nothing for us, and the further north I go, the less resistance I'll encounter. Or potentially more, but regardless, I have the money to purchase as many Garthimi mercenaries as I'd ever need. And you can see we finally got this up and running. So there's 3 haulers. For some reason they're not employed here. They should be 3 haulers getting employed here very soon. They're going to go around and start collecting goods from nearby warehouses, putting it in front of this area here. And to actually help mitigate a little bit more of the problem, we're going to dig the doorway out a little bit more, so there's 3 slots for people to get in. It won't make it that much better, but you can see there's 3,200 services. If that can get up all the way, that means there's 3,000 meals cooked for people in here, and they'll be ready to eat anytime. Something someone also told me is there's 5 slots here. You can see I thought there were 10. So they're making food, and it could also be based on the fact that I've turned them all like that. And they have to go over here and grab food on this side and then go over, sit down somewhere over here. That's how that's working. So they have to go all the way around. This side is where they're cooking, where all these guys are working, and the other side is where they grab the meals. So keep that in mind when you build your restaurant. I think that if I look at the restaurant, let's make a little test restaurant here. The cooking station, no, it doesn't tell you exactly which side is which. But it does seem to affect the speed at which they will grab their stuff. Especially because they have to go around to get it. The Garthimi walk faster than the average being in this world, so keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Everything you do in this game has a little bit of effect, so having something like this, a delivery spot right next to it, will drastically reduce the time it takes for these chefs to go anywhere and get food. Normally, they'd have to send... Oh, yeah, I was also going to have to pop up to 30. So, 30 guys here, 5 of which will be haulers. They'll be grabbing food from here and there. And then the other 25 are working behind the counter, cooking up meals for our beautiful boys of Bugtopia. Look at that. They're already bringing tons of meat. Fill her up, boys. Fill her up. Fill her up, yeah. This will likely rot, but that's okay, because our goal is to just put it in front of these places, get these food stalls up, and then I'm going to check in a little bit. The access is already going up way faster. So hopefully if I put one of those in front of each one of our restaurants, we have 1 restaurant, 2, 3, 4, and 5 restaurants throughout the city. So I can get that done pretty easily, and I'll put some nice food stalls in here. I gotta put a ton of decorations. I've got so many torches to place. I'm contemplating upgrading hearths and upgrading the food stall quality as well. Although it doesn't really provide any super boost to them. Like, it's not going to make them any more happy than they already are. You can see that loyalty is at 120%, and their happiness is just as much because there's 74% natives. For some reason, it's saying 22.5% immigrants. I think that there's actually 77.5, and there's just a bunch of babies. No, actually, no, there's not. I don't know if that's math. I don't know if that's how math works, but I guess so. Maybe some people aren't considered populous. Who knows? Who knows? But we got a lot to do today, and I am excited to be back. I am planning my new series just to keep you guys in the loop. There is a new series on the way. There's either going to be a new game with Songs of Six, a new game like just the new game only. It doesn't. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But I'll likely do both Songs of Six and the new game side by side. Daily uploads, try to do both at the same time in the same day. And that I've been talking about for a while. I do plan to actually do it. I've just been kind of focused on keeping this series going. And there's also some Intravenous. Intravenous 2 is coming out on January 18th, so I'm going to try my best to get that game. I currently can't purchase it, so I'm going to see if I can't get somebody to help me out with that and gift it my way. And I don't think I'm asking the viewers, because I have someone who kind of owes me for drawing something for them, and hopefully they'll get it from me. If not, I will try to put a few dollars towards it so that we can play Intravenous 2. It's one of the biggest games that ever popped up on my channel early on, and I'd feel bad not playing it. So, yep, keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Yes, fucking finally, the Argonian? You mean the Argonosh havens, which is in your kingdom, have decided to join your cause. I guess that makes sense, Argononian. I was thinking the Amevians, they're pretty similar. The inhabitants will now start immigrating to your capital at a steady pace. Make sure you allow them in and treat them right, else they will leave again. So we have 32 days of food. Fucking Kryptonians keep getting allowed out, and we have 87% access to food rations. My friend in the chat, in the Discord, Hound, you are a legend. Thank you very much for giving me the information I needed to build the proper... Where the fuck is my restaurant? There it is. Here. This strategy here, having the meat and the fish right outside with some coal, worked phenomenally. It immediately did it. I think it's only been about half a year, and we've already got our food rations all the way up there. People are fully fed. We have more fish than we could ever need, and actually, let's give some more space here. I think we have plenty of crates available. I'm gonna fit this all the way up to like 60. Yep. And the goal is we're gonna keep getting food as best we can and keep it above 32 days. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be a little challenging. Ooh, I have this here too. So I'm gonna have to deal with this. I'm gonna have to put some haulers in front of here. Couple different food stalls, but the food in this city is perfect. Everything is great. And now we can authorize Argonosh to come into our capital. I think you have to go over to here and like this. Oh, so it just looks like they're happy as they can be. We're gonna go and see if I can't free the Argonosh that we have here. Here. Let's pardon all of them and see if that doesn't give us a bunch of them. Yes. Pardon them. We've got 2, 3, 4. They're growing. We're gaining Argonosh. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and it's awesome because we have a lot of them too. So hopefully pardoning them all won't do me any trouble here. I think they're all starving to death, yeah. They were starving to death. They were being poorly treated. I'm going to build a beautiful place. I hate that it's like moving around on me here. Sorry about that. I'm going to build a beautiful haven for the Argonosh in the next couple hours. Ah, look at that. We've got 15. Look at the bug boys. Go, bug boys. Yes. Join me. Join me in my beautiful city. Let's look. Alright. Oh, there's one more. Here he is. He is very clean looking. He is the old look. Sometimes they have like their old look on and then they have the new look. So we have 32 days. We have 19. I'm going to set it at 25 so that we can kind of get their access and their happiness up there. So it doesn't seem, yeah, they're not bothered by anything like immigrants because they can't be immigrants. So all they are bothered by is their services. They seem to really want fight pits and taverns. They don't care about anything else. So if we can get a tavern for them, that'd be awesome. Their access, of course, they get full access to everything they want. Cut stone and the likes. Let's go and actually set in the marketplaces. One of these marketplaces here. Cut stone, cut stone, cut stone, and cut stone. So they can go and grab some of that beautiful cut stone and put that in their beautiful new houses. We've got new houses coming in right here, and we're going to have tons of more housing going around the city. I need to find where I want to put them. I'm thinking right in the center, like right here. That would be beautiful. And look at their happiness is going up. Their government, they are happy that we're rich. They're happy that there's no crime. They're happy that I pardoned them all. And I'm executing other people. So they really don't have that much in the way of needs. They only like dread, harmony. They don't give a shit about flower beds. Humidifiers, they'd like more of. I'm doing my damn best with the humidifiers. Recruits, that's good. They like that we've got some recruits. Melee training. So if I look, we've got the 20 of them here. Their melee training is going to go all the way up. And they're going to become super efficient fighters. Let's see if I can't find them. Where are they training? Nope, they're not training there. They should be training at the far distant one over here. What? Excuse me? Where? I only got these places to train at. They should only be in these areas. I guess maybe they're not training currently because it's nighttime, but they will be out there training, getting ready. We're going to have a nice division of Argonosh boys. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I'll be back in a moment when I've got some new Argonosh settlements set up. Ah, beautiful trade deals. I attacked Paradis here, and they didn't really want none of the smoke, so they decided to go for a peace treaty, and they gave us Grote here. We're going to remove the city of Grote's infrastructure, and we're going to rebuild it from the ground up here. We're going to remove all other races besides bug boys, and we're going to head back to our capital in a moment here. We've got quite a few issues, but we've got some really awesome benefits going on here. So I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. We've got 32 Argonosh. 32. But our food keeps dipping below 31 days, so I went to attack our neighbor there. You can see our access is 84% for food rations for the Argonosh, and 91% for these guys. It had dropped for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe because we ran out of food. But now we have a humongous caravan of 15,000 bread, 9,000 eggs, 9,000 fish, 18,000 fruit, and 9,000 meat. That's all coming straight to us. Also, just so you know, if you get a new town and you have this population like this, 2.8, you can obviously go in here and get this. But the population is going to continuously drop because your loyalty and support is non-existent. So the people there will leave the city, and you're just gonna have to wait until they all leave. And you can see I'm losing some of my Argonosh as I speak. This has been a recurring theme for the last couple 30-40 minutes or so. I built this entire section here. We've got a beautiful restaurant, bathhouse, food stall that's being supplied by haulers, and I'm gonna also put a hauler in for some eggs because I believe they enjoy eggs as well. Oh wait, I have to actually check right here. They like eggs as well. So we're going to make a little bit of space for some eggs to be put here so these guys have access to the foods they like. And we've got a fight pit. We've got room for all of the people to live here. We've got a bathroom. I need to put a janitor in. I've got a hearth. Got a giant nice well, a guard post, and I put a barber as well as this metal smelter. We ran out of metal. I was of the opinion that our metal would be infinite, but it wasn't. So we have started to melt down all that ore into metal and then turning it into other things like our restaurants here. We put some into this restaurant, we put some into this bathhouse, and then finally we're trying to finish this restaurant over here, which has been going on for quite a while now. I installed a new laboratory here, and I can actually upgrade that. So the new laboratory, ooh, we've got a strange murderer. The victim is a Garthimi. His tongue was removed. That's horrible. I didn't know Garthimis had tongues. Oops. We're going to make this like that. And there we go. I think those aren't... No, that's not our caravan of goods. We've got quite a bit going on in the city here. I'm trying to basically beautify the city and keep our food up there. And that huge-ass amount of food that's coming from our boys here is definitely going to help out. We got a few caravans of spoils of war because we attacked them here. And then we've got these spoils here. I didn't know I got those. So in theory, if I want to get more food, the only way I can really get food higher than what I need here is because we can't produce it. That's for sure. We're not producing meat and food fast enough before it starts to rot. So we have to go over to our neighbors here. Look at Paradis. Let's check what his actual resources look like. Yeah, we stole all of their food. They had 19,000 of that, 40 some odd thousand of this. We took all of their food. They were gonna offer me a lot of other resources, but I chose to take their food. And now I'm gonna look in here. Yeah, see, Namak, they have 90,000 bread, 70,000 eggs, 75,000 meat, 102,000 fruits. What about these guys? Yeah, so they don't have as much. So Namak is on my list. They're on the chopping block. I'm going to send an army over there very soon. And I'm going to start to take every single piece of their property from Fenkin to Blobbin to Morlovor. Everyone is going to get a piece of bug action. And I promise you they're not going to like what's coming. And we're going to name this one Gumbug. I don't think there's ever such thing as a Gumbug, but I like the name Gumbug. And I've decided to name it Gumbug. So we've got the population you can see is dwindling. All the people are being massacred as we speak. And pretty soon, Gumbug will be a part of the Bugtopian Empire. The beautiful Bugtopian Empire. With only 2,000 people, we've managed to rule the world. Look how our map looks. I haven't even touched all four corners like I had mentioned. But we're doing so freaking well. I love to see it. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to the next one. Goodbye.